Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for watching. So part two of the SRA, the ritual agenda. Okay, for sleepers, because we were all sleeping. We were all in hypnotic states, delusional states. We were all sleeping at one point in time. We were all just unconscious, unaware of, unawakened. Basically, just did not have a clue of how severe. Even if we had a clue, we were not conscious of how severe the situation actually was, how this war over even God, there's a war over God. There's just so many different levels of warfare. There's so many different types of, so many things vying for your attention, so many things vying for your soul, for your spirit. Your soul and your spirit are so precious, and there's everything wants to keep you from your soul and from your spirit. Everything wants to distract you. So back to these celebrities and these powerful elites and these people that do purchase your energy, your aura. They do purchase it. They do because they want to keep their brand going. They want to keep their master satisfied. They have to continue to sacrifice. They have to continue to give and give and give to these entities, and or they're gonna, they're going to be dead meat, basically, even though they are already dead meat. They're all artificial, but they definitely are. So you have to be very careful, even when you're watching them online, even when you align with them. You have to be very careful, okay, because these elites, okay, are involved in a lot of things that are oppressive to the human spirit, that are oppressive to the human soul, to the human evolution, to the evolution of humanity. We are headed towards our true north position, and these celebrities and these entertainers and these people that we like, we like their craft, but unfortunately they have sacrificed a lot of themselves. And if you are aligned with them, it could possibly open, if you're not strong and if you're not aware. This is just for awareness. This is just for education. This is just for edification. This is just for you to know. If you're not aware, they can capture your identity. They can take you down dark paths. They can open you up to their entities. Okay, you can trade entities. Okay, you have orifices. Your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your body is full of portals. These are all your consciousness portals. So you have to seal them. I mean, you can absolutely watch them, but you have to be able to know how to seal your orifices. You have to be able to know how to seal your facial orifices. Your facial orifices are very high in demand. Okay, there's a lot of parallel planets. There are good parts of the parallel planets. There are parallel universes, parallel planets. We coexist on many universes. We astral travel, we time travel, we do all that good stuff. But there's also a lot of false, artificial planets, artificial satellite receptors, artificial. It is just a lot of artificial. As you can see, there is artificial. A lot of the weather is artificial. A lot of the weather is artificial. A lot of everything is artificial. If you don't know these things, you won't be able to sustain yourself. You won't be able to sustain yourself. You'll continue to be sleeping if you don't take supplements, if you don't eat properly, if you don't get out in nature, if you don't connect to your guardians, if you don't slow down and connect and stay focused and stay grounded in this, and if you don't have the right mindset, you will get swept up. Okay, you will definitely get swept up. It'll pull you from your rug. They will capture you, and they'll do God knows what to you. Okay, so you definitely want to be aware of that. So that is that. Absolutely. So you definitely have to be careful, guys. You have to be careful. There are a lot of government officials. There's just a lot of structures. There's a lot of false structures. You can get swept up in this. There are a lot of false structures. A lot of false structures that don't even really involve you, but you get pulled into these different situations and these different circumstances because they want to capture your intelligence. They want to capture your city also, especially if you're a light worker and you do grid working. They definitely want to capture your city. They want to turn your city into transhumanize it into smart city, smart dust, chemtrails. You have to definitely be very careful about everything that is happening. There's a lot of holographic inserts, a lot of mind slides, a lot of mind sweeping, blank slating, especially if you're connected to your guardians. You just have to be careful. Not that you cannot overcome anything that they throw your way, because you are absolutely guarded. You're absolutely one with God all the time, so you're protected. Sometimes what happens is that you are allowed to go through certain things so that the guardians know what exactly is happening. Okay, so sometimes you are allowed to go through certain situations, through certain portals, to experience what is happening, so you can relate back to the guardian and say X, Y, and Z is happening. So sometimes that could be the case as well. So you need not to ever worry about what is happening. You always come out on the other side, especially if you're pure, and if you're just living very consciously, and you're keeping your spirit pure and your thoughts, and you're doing what you have to do to learn your lessons. This is all about learning lessons. It's definitely about climbing Jacob's ladder and integrating your tree of life. So that's why you're still here. You have lessons to learn. That's why I'm still here. We all have lessons to still learn. And the longer you take to learn your lessons is the longer you're going to keep going through whatever cycle you're going through. So that being said, you guys definitely do need to pay attention. Seal your portals, seal your offices. Know that your face is a portal. This is why cloning is such a big deal. This is why cloning is such a big deal right now. This is why cloning is like the topic, the hot topic, the unapproved topic. They don't want people talking about this. All of these topics that are very important to humanity and to society, they don't want you. This is an unapproved topic. It will be dismissed. It will not be popular. It will be debunked. You will be labeled as a heretic. You will just be, it'll be it will just not go to who it needs to go to. It will not. There's a lot of warfare on even the social media. I keep telling you guys, the social medias are portals and outlets. You have to be very careful about, you have to be very careful who you're listening to. You have to be very careful. Sometimes you're drawn to people because they're portals. Okay, because something in them wants to capture you. Somebody is using them as a tool, as a vessel, because they have something that they haven't dealt with. So it makes them available. It makes them available to target you. So we have to be careful. Sometimes you're drawn to people because there's a drone inside of them. They have drones. There's a drone monitoring them, and that drone wants to monitor you and capture you because you escaped from that one. So now they want to capture you here. Remember, it's all patterning. It's all the same. It's all a lot of psychological, biological nonsense. So sometimes you're drawn to people and you have no idea why you're drawn to people, and it seems very weird because they've been captured, and now whatever, and those people are also looking for you, want more souls. They need more souls to feed their power plants, their sources, their antennas, their satellites, their servers, their receptors, their portals, their windows, their technology, their everything. They just need more people for their reality bubbles, their reality boxes. They put us all in bubbles. So just very careful, be very authentic, be very true to you, just get to know yourself, do a lot of meditation, get out in nature, be very careful, eat healthy. I always promote eating healthy. Eating healthy is a big deal because the more artificial food you eat, the more artificial substances you will have, and the more automatic you will just be automatic. You will just become automatic. It'll just basically deteriorate your natural God-given spirit, soul, mind, body, gifts, talents. And that's another thing. That's another thing that they do. You have to be careful with the psychics you go to, okay? Because psychics can also be portals as well. Psychics can also capture you and siphon your energy and kind of like put you on the wrong path and stuff like that. You need no information from anybody else. You need to be very careful with the psychics you go to. They're definitely portals, and some of them are not even real psychics at the end of the day, because they are government. There are government facilities, laboratories that do inject and genetically can modify people to turn people into artificial robot psychics. So you don't want to get into that, because they'll say whatever they're supposed to say for whatever program they're on. Whoever captured them, whoever turned them into the psychic, is going to tell them what to say. So it's just best for you to get in touch with your own self and to know your own self and to try to figure out what's going on with you. Okay, get in touch with your clear knowing, your deep knowing, your second brain, which is your digestive system. That's why it's very important to take care of your digestive system, because it kind of guides you and tells you when you're being targeted, when you're in danger, and it's like your sixth sense. It's also called your second brain. But yeah, so definitely please do that also. We want to say the powerful elite, or the Kabbalist, or whatever, dark cabals, or whatever you want to call them, dark portals, operators, all of that good stuff, all of that. Yes, you have gifts and talents, and it's very sought after. I have a lot of just deep knowing, clairsentience. I have a lot of all of that. Natural ability is just naturally in my genes, genetic inheritance. So at the end of the day, when you have these gifts and these talents, what happens is that you are targeted for those gifts and those talents, and they are traded on black markets. Okay, This happens when you're awakening. They do monitor you. They put astrobots there. They do a whole bunch of shit when you awaken, and you're awakening because you're going to also awaken others just by your presence. they can react negatively or positively. But I do apologize for that. But that does happen a lot, especially when you're being monitored. They're monitoring you, but they can't do anything to you. If you're going to be monitored. There's definitely going to be some monitoring going on. You're definitely going to be aware of it, but there's nothing that they can do. They're just monitoring you. They just want to see. They want to see how much of an impact you can have. They can't limit you. They can't stop you because, of course, if you're connected to your guardians, they can do nothing to you. You are in absolute, your guardians are in absolute control. God is in absolute control. You are protected. You are covered. Your channel, my channel is protected. It is safe. It is covered. Nothing is happening to anybody. I talk to my guardians about these messages. They give me these messages. This is what they want me to say. So I have to say it. So our gifts are traded. They are definitely traded to off planets, and those off planet reptilians, draconians, zetas, greys, mantis, alpha centaurians, all of those off planet entities feed it to their power sources that are human. So they feed it to both human, it's a transference. So they steal your gifts and they place it in other people. Okay, so you guys have to be very careful. Much more to come. Please do stay tuned. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much. And only if you truly feel so, because remember, you have to be very discerning, very in touch with yourself, and do what feels right. Your feelings will guide you. Your feelings will let you know when something is right or when something is wrong. Okay, guys. Thank you. Have a lovely evening. Whether you're on the west side or east coast, I think it's evening in both sides. So have a lovely, lovely evening.